What's going on, everybody? It is Andy Coppins, publisher of Talking 10, with you on day 2 of Big Ten Media Days. Boy, oh boy, are things different, night and day different. From day 1 to day 2, that's 100% for sure. The energy level picked right up, obviously, with PJ Fleck from Minnesota leading things off this morning at 8 a.m. bright and early. And I think that's kind of been the buzzword around the Minnesota program, to nobody's surprise. But I think the biggest part of that for me and for a lot of people is that we really felt that energy level change and that energy level commitment from Rodney Smith and the contingent from the Gophers, which you'll see more of here. Coach Fleck talked about you being the kind of the personality of this team. If that's true, that how would you describe the personality of the Gophers in 2017?
I was honestly surprised that he threw that much responsibility on me. To describe the mentality, if it takes after me, happy guy, love what I'm doing, trust the process, work each and every day to be the best person that I can be, so the team can be the best team that we can be, influencing others, challenging one another, and competing with, not against, and loving your teammates, and truly sharing a bond and connecting with one another.
And Coach talked about running back Rodney Smith being the personality of the team. For you, what does that mean in terms of what is Rodney's personality and what is your personality as the Gophers of 2017?
Happy, always smiling, gonna give it everything we got, never leaving nothing on the field, trying to change each and every day, always trying to grow. I say that's how Rodney is and that's how I am. I've known Rodney all my life, and he's always going to be a happy person. He's going to give you everything he got until there's nothing left in the tank, like literally nothing left in the tank. And that's how I feel like the attitude of our team is. Everybody has realized that each day we step on that field, in between those lines, we're going to give everything we got until there's nothing left.
Not too difficult.
In terms of the team's personality, Coach mentioned Rodney is kind of the guy that he wants to mold the personality team out after. How would you describe that personality?
Rodney's personality?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a character. He's kind of like Coach Fleck, but like a little bit more milder.
And what would you just say that translates to like the team personality? If you said the 2017 Gophers are this, what would it be?
I would definitely say elite. That's what, elite. Just got a lot more energy. It's a lot friendlier. It's a lot more energetic. It's great to be around the complex a lot more. Playing video games as always, competing. It's just a great time to be in practice too, because you're always competing too.
The other big headline from the morning session, no doubt about that, it is that Michigan really has a quarterback battle on its hands. Jim Harbaugh, usually coy about what's happening, just came right out and said it, that Wilton Speight was the leader in the clubhouse after spring, but by no means did he believe that this quarterback battle was over. In fact, he blatantly said that it's 1A, 1B, and 1C between Wilton Speight, Brandon Peters, and John O'Korn. And you get the feeling from the players that that is definitely the case. And I think that the quarterback battle has actually helped a lot of people on that offense adjust to some of the changes and some of the different aspects that are going on, given all the graduations that have happened and all the players that have left for the NFL. Beyond that, I think the other thing that we really took away is that James Franklin doesn't want to talk about anything other than Akron, folks. And Akron, and Akron, and Akron some more. But he also believes that his team is ready to deal with the expectations, because there are always expectations at Penn State. He's not wrong in that aspect. I mean, Penn State fans and the boosters have always been hard on this team. But now it's about dealing with the national level of things, and we'll see how that plays itself out. But as James Franklin and really his entire contingent here focused on is that how do we get better day by day going into that Akron matchup? Not going to worry about Pitt. They're not going to worry about a potential rivalry with Maryland at the end of the season and that potential rivalry for Penn State in the Big Ten East Division. As for the West Division, I think Pat Fitzgerald and Northwestern come in with a sense that they can really compete with Wisconsin, with the Nebraskas, with the Minnesotas, and probably be that team that really gets under the skin of Wisconsin and maybe wins that whole thing. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here. But you get the feeling that they come into fall a lot more confident in what they have. Around Clayton Thorson, around Justin Jackson, and most importantly on that offensive line. For me, I think the most intriguing team here is the Nebraska Cornhuskers because a lot of people believe they're the second best team in the Big Ten West Division. They might be right, but there's a lot of ifs and buts and maybes, and we don't really know about the Huskers. We got some answers about Bob Diaco, his 3-4 defense, and why the switch in the middle of Mike Riley's tenure, and also a lot of talk about Tanner Lee and his intangibles at quarterback. And that does it for us here at Media Days and puts a wrap on the 2017 Media Days for Talking 10. I'm Andy Coppins, publisher. Follow us on Twitter at TalkingB1G and myself at Andy on Football.